In a world that often feels loud, chaotic, and full of bad news, finding calm and positivity can be a challenge. But a local author says it's possible and even simple if we live by a few key mantras. Colleen Souza's new book, Living by the Mantras, mixes humor and hard-earned wisdom to help readers cut through the noise, cut through the clutter, focus on what matters, and live each day with purpose and perspective. She joins us this morning. Good morning, Colleen. First of all, congratulations, because you were saying this is your first book.
This is my first book, and I'm very excited. It's been a lifelong goal to be a writer. Spent some time as a classroom teacher, spent some time in business with my husband as we run a real estate company. So for me, this is just finally coming to that place of doing what I'd always dreamed of doing.
You've been able to experience a lot, and therefore you've got a lot to share with the readers.
And that's really what the book is about. It's about mindset more than anything. It's about leadership. There was a great quote by John Maxwell that I actually heard this morning. I was listening to on the way here, and it's a leader knows what the need is, but a real leader takes action on need. And I just really felt like there was a need for this book. I wrote this book in reflection to the success I've had with my 3 kids. I had a lot of success in the classroom, and my husband and I have had a lot of success with our business, and I just saw a lot of common threads. And so I thought, well, why don't we just put those all down and share them out? So
there's so much that we have in the news. How can people hold on to positivity without feeling out of touch? Because then sometimes you feel bad for being happy. I hate to say it, but it's the truth.
Well, and it's a mindset shift. Small mindset shifts can really change the way we look at our day. They can really change the way we look at our week and our month and our life. And shutting down the chaos before it begins, I think, is a big part of it. And it really starts here so that we can be confident and positive ourselves. And there's just a lot of talking about positivity. Each of these mantras, as I call them, mantras just being that repeated phrase that happens over and over again until it becomes a part of your thinking, are more importantly tied to values like respect and hard work and overcoming obstacles and generosity, and there's 21 of those in here. And I think when you apply all those, you're more positive, and you don't need to feel bad about it because you just spread that positivity to others. And that's probably the most important piece of it.
You write about common sense wisdom to build resilience and self-esteem. What is one mantra from the book that you think people need the most right now?
There's a lot that everyone needs right now, but I think one of the important ones is I can't yet. I love I can't yet, because I can't yet is about overcoming obstacles. It's about understanding that maybe in the now, in the moment right now, where I am today might not be my best moment. But what am I learning from this so that I can tomorrow?
You're not giving up on it.
No, and there's another mantra that ties right in with that. If we either win or we learn. And I think the two really go together, knowing that there's something you can still yet learn and accomplish. And then when you do have your setbacks, how do you make sure that the next one's more positive? And that's just, you learn from it.
That's advice that can help someone who is well seasoned, somebody in their 40s or 50s, and somebody who is, like my daughter, 9 years old.
Well, and last night I had my book launch, so the book officially became available anywhere you could buy books yesterday. And at the book launch, one of my friends brought her daughter, who is 9 years old. And I have the cutest picture of her sitting there just reading the book in a chair. She found a chair, and she was just more interested in knowing what this, hoopla was all about. So it is, and she did. I asked her, did you understand it? She said yes. But then again, I've had lots of different people read it and feel the same thing.
Speaking of young people, we're seeing so many young people right now struggling with anxiety, especially online.
Yes.
How can parents and teachers use your mantras to help the kids disconnect from what they're reading, from the negativity online, and focus more on themselves and their self-worth?
Well, I do talk quite a bit about that because I have 3 children of my own, and they're 32, 29, and God's little sense of humor, blessing, that is 20, and she's a junior in college. So I got to watch that transition happen from technology being sort of a part of their lives to technology immersing in their lives. And I talk a lot about, 1, the disconnect, and 2, transparency and conversations through the different values and different mantras. I do a lot of talking about having those conversations with your kids, having them with your coworkers, having them with anybody that is feeling that anxiety, and helping them. Either, the mantras I have in here are great and they work for my family and they're fun, but what's your mantra? And having them create their own, mantra that means I'm going to be strong today, I'm going to have focus today, I'm going to be integrable today, I'm going to have joy today. Whatever it is, create those mantras so that they're feeling more confident about their daily life. But disconnect is probably, to answer your thing about kids, giving them some screen-free time makes a world of difference.
Makes
it really,
them
really
connect
makes
to the
a
real
of
world
difference.
and disconnect from.
Make eye contact with another human being changes your life.
And a smile.
A smile
Goes a
yes,
long way.
Absolutely, absolutely.
This is like just, it's so common sense, and yet it's
is.
nice that you put it all in one little book. And
You know
I
what?
don't
And
call
that
it little
was
book,
just
but you know what I mean. It's-
well, yeah, no, and that's
one
just
place.
it. I think when chaos strikes, common sense sometimes is the first thing to go. So I think it's just a nice little reminder. And the beauty of this book, honestly, it's not one that, like, if you put it down and you have to go back and reread that chapter, where was I? Each and every one is self-contained in and of itself, and it's kind of a little handbook of just go back to it, take a look at it, remind yourself, definitely.
Colleen Souza, thank you so
Thank you
much
so
for being here
much.
with us. You have a calming sense to you, and I'm just so excited because you're so excited.
I am.
The
I am
book
thrilled.
is out now, so get your copy of Living by the Mantras, Common Sense Wisdom for Extraordinary Living today. It's available at all major book retailers and online as well.
Everywhere you can buy.
Everywhere you can buy books. We'll be right back. And again, congratulations.